Hi, if you use your waist gear directly used to modulate or develop your relay gear, you are doing it wrong. You waste a lot of additional resources, so don't do this until you finish this video. I'm going to show you what you can get for the maximum. There's a lot of things you can do before relay your gear to pull out the maximum advantage from this relay system, so let's go. So with the new updates, there's introduced of the new stone called the Modulating Stone. And this stone is not simple as what you thought. It has a lot of things to do with this. So how to get this stone? If you recycle one fully tuned Pure 96 gear, you'll get one modulating stone. And not only that, you also get a lot of the items, tuning items, and also the echo like this one if you recycle the gear. So it comes to the question, so whether should we recycle first or to put this gear into your modulating? So which one is better? So let's see. And this stone has two purposes. So first is to use as your modulating materials to increase your gear start for your relay gear. So the second function is to reset the gear start. If you get a good initial start gear, if you tune it and you get the start you don't want, you can actually reset that gear, then retune again. But you only have 3 charge per gear, and one reset has a cooldown of 5 days. So which one should you use? So I will show it to you and we will prove it today which one is better. So first, let's compare the modulating power of this stone compared to a normal gear. So let's go to develop for this gear and let's try for the max physical test. So look at this one, I have this gear. If I use a normal gear, it will boost the start to 52.70. Let's say if I use a modulating stone, it will also boost the start to 52.7, which is the same effect. The power normal gear will tune to 42.02. The stone is also 42.02. It's the same. So if you still have doubt, let's compare the affinity. So the affinity boosts 3.8. Then the stone is also boosting about 3.8, which is totally same. So here comes to the conclusion. So I'll show you every step to pull out the maximum using this stone. First, don't modulate with this gear. So you need to recycle this gear. Recycle this one to get the modulating stone and also get the side material. There's a lot of things you can get. You can get these tuning materials. So recycle this one. So let's create more dummies materials. So we need to create the dumb gear to compare. So compare this one. So when you have these modulating materials, so don't recycle first. Don't recycle first. Remember to get the attunement first, because if you attune the material is very cheap. So trying to get another dummy and get the attunements. So get as much attunements as possible. So after getting the attunements, you have many choice for your attunement swap. So choose the gear you want you are using. Swap up the best attunements into your actual gear before recycle. Because swapping out attunements is much cheaper than re-attunes. And also you have multiple choice and choose the best re-attunement to swap. After swapping, only recycle this gear. So if you recycle, you get all these side materials. So let's recycle this one. So after recycle, so this is all your free materials. This one, this is your tuning stone and also this gear echo. So this one, you can buy a lot of things from your seasonal shops. Look at this one. You can recycle every unused gear. You get a lot of this gear echo material. So at the end, you can buy more from your seasonal shop. You can buy a lot of things here. So you don't have any things to bother. So you can get this one faster than any other players from doing the energy quest. Then after recycles, go to your gear we want to modulate, we want to develop, then only pick up this stone. So we're going to modulate to 52.7, so which is the same as the original material. So all the resources are free. And the second function of this stone is to reset the gear. So you can go to the gear tunings, then there's a reset function here. You can do it 3 times. So you delete all the tune start, then reset this gear and maintain the initial start. So you do this only you will have the best initial start you want. Or you are losing RNG, you don't get gear with initial start, then only you use this one. If your old season gear isn't good and you want to redevelop new for your color, for example, so you only use this one to get the new gear as fast as possible because you don't always get the initial start you want. So you can keep recycling your unused gear, your rubbish gear, tune it to the maximum, then recycle to get this modulating stone, and keep tuning and tuning your good initial start gear with the good initial start, so you can tune multiple times. But this one, if you reset it, they will have a 5 days cooldown. So each gear is 5 days and only 3 types. Bottom line is that if you are using an old gear relay, so it's better to use for the modulating. If you want to develop a new gear, use it to reset and tune multiple times to get the best gear. They also, in this update, the developer also invented a very good functions because now a lot of people that has multiple build. Like myself, I have a nameless sword build. I have one set of gear for my nameless sword and the other set of gear for my collar because I'm using these two build. Because you have a bundle, in a way, definitely you can develop 2 build at one time. So come to the gear functions, the developer has introduced these favorite functions. You can tag the gear into your favorite and pin this gear to the top. So on my end, I will pin all the gear for my nameless sword, and also I will pin another set of the gear that I use for my collars. So pin all these things so you can match, so you can find your gear easily. Then have your build management to save these 2 gear into your build management, so you can swap easily and find this gear very easily from your inventory. But currently, you only allow to favorite 12 items. So hopefully the developer allow us to favorite 16 items for 2 build because each build takes 8 years. So this is a good thing about this update. So that's all about the tunings. So make sure you recycle the gear first to get the stone before doing everything else. So pull out the maximums. Bye bye. Thanks for watching.